Hello everyone, myself A.S. Bhandari. We are here for learning the concept that is functions in C programming. This is our second lecture. For the first lecture, we have already just gone through the introduction about the function. Now, for today's session, we are just concentrate on the next point, that is types of function. Now, let's start. So, for the last lecture, we have already known about the function. What is the function? Function is nothing but the subprogram. The function is nothing but the group of the coding lines which are aimed to do a specific task. Instead of writing these kind of the task, if it is happens repetitively, it saves the length of the program and hence it may easy for handling the program for the programmer. Whenever the function is executed within the program, we have to be give. We don't have to write down the each and the every coding line separately, but we have to be give only a function call, and hence our concentration is only on giving the function call at the particular place. Once the call is given, then all rest of the its associative actions will be taken out in the function definition. So that is the beauty of the function, that with the help of a function we don't have to take care of what happens for each and the every coding line for every time. Once we make the group of that lines which are responsible for doing the specific task, then we just have to be concentrated on giving the call. Now, for today's session, we are going to just move further and just in detail taken out what are the different types of the function. Basically, the functions are going to be categorized into two basic categories as shown in this figure. That is, first is nothing but the library functions, and the second is a user defined function. Now, we will be just see in detail about all this one. Let's start. First of all, library functions. We know about its name, it suggests what is library function means. A library, it is already available. So where we are making some kind of a collection, it is nothing but called as a library. So a library function means what? These are the functions which are declared in a C header files such as scanf, printf, getS or putS. The C standard library provides the numerous amount of the built-in function that a uh, user can use it into the program depending on the requirement. In short, the library functions are the functions which are written by the developer. These we don't have to take care about these kind of functions. We just have to take the advantage of their activity. What they done, it's not this one is already it's working, its functionality is already written by the developer, and hence we just have to be use it wherever it is required. So the library functions, these are also called as a predefined function. These are already defined by the developer. Their task is specific and its coding is already available. So whenever we are using the scanf, what to do, it is already written by the compiler and it is available and it is executed by the compiler itself. So we don't have to be take care about what happens when the scanf. These are the functions which are already available in a compiler in of the C, and the user have to take the advantage of these all function wherever it is necessary. So there are the n numbers of the library functions are available. We already known about this one. So for example, there is one function, that one is called as a string cat. It is used for the string. String is nothing but the character array, or you can say it is nothing but a group of the characters. So whenever we require to join the two strings, then we can do it automatically with the help of a function called as a string cat. There is one another function that is a memory copy, which one is used to copy one memory location to the another, and hence there you can cross check whatever the inbuilt or the library function within a Turbo C compiler itself. Now nextly, on the opposite side, there is one another function category. It is called as an user defined. So its name suggests that it is going to be defined by the user, whose code is written by the programmer. Obviously, this coding or this functional definition of the function is written by the end user, by the programmer, depending on a need of the program. So the very important thing over here is that the user defined functions are not already available. We have to write down it, or we have to define it in a form of the coding languages wherever required, depending on the specific task. It reduces the complexity of a big program and optimizes the code. That is already a beauty of the function, and for this reason only we are using the functions itself. So in all, whenever we are dealing with a function, there are the two options with you. That is, first of all, use already available functions, that is nothing but a library function. Apart from that, if you are doing the programming for the particular task depending on a end user's requirement, then there is an also facility to define the function at your own. Nextly, function is a group of the statements that together perform a task. We have already seen it. Every C program has at least one function, which is main. So we have already using a one function, though we are very newer towards this function concept, but whenever we are starting to write down a basic program, we have already used the function, that is nothing but main. So each and every program at least contain once, though you are not using any kind of an user defined function, or you are not required another function, but still you will require at least one function, and that is nothing but called as a main. And all the most travel programs can define as the additional functions. The main is the user predefined function in which the statements are written by the program. So it is a user function, it is predefined. In a main, we are writing the coding lines according to our need. So it depends on the user. So it is not an library function, but it is user and predefined function. Printf, scanf are the part of the library function. Whenever we are writing printf, what the compiler has to do, it is already provided by the developer itself. So we are using directly as it is with the syntax provided that we have already followed. Next, the main difference between them is that the library functions are supplied by the C compiler and not required to be returned by the programmer, whereas a user defined function is a function written by the programmer as per his or her requirement that we have just discussed now. You can divide your code into the separate functions. How you divide your code among the different functions is up to you, but logically division is such that each function performs a specific task. So these are some kind of good practices about the programming. Now in the summary here, I will be just made out the difference between a user defined and the library function. So as per the definition, firstly, the user defined functions are nothing but defined by the user for performing the specific task. And on the opposite side, the library functions are the predefined or a precompiled functions, and these may be used at as a header files, and these are placed in the libraries. Second is the user defined functions are the part of the program which compile at the runtime, because these are written by the end user, and when we compile or when we run it, at the same time you can be that kind of functions gets compiled. But on the opposite side, the library functions are already predefined, and hence these can be used as a part of an header files which can be called at the runtime. Thirdly, the user defined function should be declared at the beginning of the program. So this one is a rule of the programming, that whatever you are using within the program, firstly you should have to be declared it. You have to introduce all about the variables, functions you are using in a program at the start. And obviously user defined functions are not the already available. These are defined by the end user. We have to tell the compiler that what kind of functions you are using within the program, and hence it is required to declare it at the start of the program with the rule that we have already followed with the variable declaration. On the opposite side, these library functions are included at the beginning of the program, maybe as a header files. Nextly, the name of the function is decided by the user. Already we know that for the declaration we require the name, and this name of the user defined function is decided by the end user. You can follow the same rules of the variable declaration for the declaration of the function itself, and that function name can be changed at any time by the depending on the end user. But on the opposite side, the library functions, these name of the functions are given by the developer itself, and we are not any right to change it. So we cannot change the name of printf. You cannot write simply as an a print. You cannot write simply as an a print out. No, the name, its syntax is already given, and we have to be followed. It is compulsory for the end user. Some of the examples of the user defined functions are add. This one is decided by the end user, so there is no any specific name of the user defined function. I will be try to just give some kind of an example that what may be the user defined function's name. It may be add, it may be a task, or it may be a calculate underscore power. For declaring the function name in the user defined function, we can follow the rules same as the variable declaration. And obviously for the library function, string copy, fibo, merge, this kind of the another functions we can be used over here. Nextly, use of function. By using the function, we can avoid the rewriting same logic or the code again and again in a program. Once you write the function definition, there is no any need to write it again and again. Wherever it is required, you simply have to give the function call. So within the function, within the main program, within the program, you can give many function call many times, but the function definition you have to write only for the once. We can call the functions any number of times in a program and from any place in a program. It becomes easier to write the program, and we can trace a large C program easily when it is divided into the multiple function. So we are just dividing whenever the function is too much large, it becomes complex to handle. We have to whenever we are debugging or dealing with a program, we have to be move up and down for the so many times, and it may become such a complex for handling the program. But once you get divided the program into the different subsections depending on a particular task, then just only give the function call, and we can be concentrate on the function flow and the logic of the function at one side once with the help of a function call. Reusability is the main achievement of the function. We can use the same function for many number of times. Next, if the operation of the program divide into the separate activities and each activity is placed in different function, then each could be written and checked more or less independently. So this is nothing but a beauty of the function. You can be divided and you can use it depending on the end user. Separating the code into the modular function also makes the program easy to design and understand. So with the help of a separating or the subsection of the program, we just are going to be uh, divide our big task into the smaller one, and hence we can be concentrate more easily on that particular small. Thank you.